Greetings from Childers. We are doing this video to finalize our trip. It's now over 4,000 kilometers that we've done in this car that we love.
Some people do it in 2 days. We did it in 2 weeks.
Yes, it's better way because
we enjoy that.
We love slow driving and enjoying the sceneries. Well, driving is pretty fast, but we stop more often than anyone else, I guess. Because I think the purpose of the trip is to see and to experience the journey and not just one destination. We make destinations every day and some interesting places we visit. I'd like to talk about tips and things for your next travel or for your next road trip in electric car along Queensland Electric Superhighway. It works very well. It's a brilliant incentive that Queensland government has done with Tritium. We had just one little, not challenge, but we had to wait for a bit longer in Bowen.
And Rockhampton.
And Rockhampton, that's right. So Rockhampton is an interesting one because we were the night before.
Yeah, we charged on the DC fast charger, and then we came the next day to charge again because we went to Yeppoon and back, and we couldn't charge on the fast one. There was an error or something that wasn't. Actually, there was something
ending process.
Ending
process, yeah, and it never ended it.
So we tried pushing all the buttons and the emergency stop and everything, and we couldn't get it working. So.
But then always, and this is a must, guys, if you ever use electric superhighway for a road trip, make sure you do carry type 2 cable that you plug in into this small unit, EV-Link, Schneider, that is AC charger. And without cable you won't be able to use it, so make sure you do get one.
And the Rockhampton one was actually different. It wasn't Tritium charger.
Yes.
It's different charger in Rockhampton, so they may be looking into changing it into Tritium charger.
Would be nice. Thank you.
That would be good.
Rockhampton Council.
If you do that. And in Burnett Heads we couldn't charge because
we went there on the way up, and they told us it will be ready and commissioned on a certain day, like a week ago. But now Telstra is connecting communication to it because it will not be free forever. It will be for free as long as Queensland Electric Highway charges are for free. So they are doing some work, and it should be ready within a few days. We will be notified by local councillor Scott. Yes. Now accommodation, Hannah, please tell us, how did you do this amazing job with accommodation?
Yeah, by spending hours and hours on Airbnb and bookings.com. So there's the two websites that I mainly use. And if you're not on Airbnb yet, I recommend you, if you travel or if you want to be host, if you've got a spare bedroom or spare apartment or granny flat, it's ideal for that. So if you want to be hosting or traveling, you can use the link below this video, and you can get some credit for your first stay or for your first traveling stay. So how I did it was I looked at all the possibilities, and Airbnb is changing from time to time. So now you can find separate dwellings on Airbnb, but sometimes there are private rooms which could be separate dwellings as well. So it's a little bit of a research that you have to do on Airbnb to find the right place that you're looking for. So yeah, but it's worth it.
We absolutely love Airbnb. We usually would spend between $60 to $110 per night for two of us, and it's usually way like the below 100 mark.
And it's not for a room, it's for the whole place.
Yes, that's a big difference.
So it's not like a motel room. Mostly, in most cases, we've stayed in like either the whole house or the whole apartment attached to the house. So that was quite nice. We
haven't stayed once in a motel room, and it's easy to do without motels because motels are usually on the main road and they can be quite noisy, and you can't choose your neighbors in motels, and they can be more expensive than Airbnb.
Yeah.
So we are just big fans of shared economy.
And we stayed in a tent once, and we stayed in one dodgy little cabin, whatever it was. What was
tiny house?
No, not the tiny house. The unit attached.
What
was it called?
Workers.
Donga.
Workers donga.
Don't know what that word means. If you can tell me what it is.
please comment below. Workers Donga, but after all, we had a good sleep. It was quiet, and it was just simple 2 beds in a small room with a fridge and aircon. The next thing is what to pack with you.
Yeah, don't pack the whole car full.
On the back seats we carried bananas up, and now we are carrying mangoes back. They will take a while to ripen. Yeah, we plan to do joyrides, as I mentioned previously, for those who follow this channel. And we did provide a few rides for people, and they loved it. We met Wiebe Wecker in Yapun, the guy who traveled 84,000 kilometers from Holland all the way to Australia. That was an interesting time with him, and with Aidan and Carly. So what to carry? If you think you will be camping, take some camping gear.
Some places with electric car, it's better to find camping than the unit that they have, which might be like, I don't know, twice as more expensive, but you will still have shared bathrooms and whatnot. So, like in Paranella Park, we stayed in campground or camping, and it's not a big campsite. It's quite small, but it was decent. It was decent,
and
nice
we didn't feel squashed to other people there. In terms of slow charging at the destinations, we did it on few occasions, and it's easily done. We didn't use aircon, so instead we charged the car, and it's not much. It's maybe like $5 to $8 worth of electricity. So if your hosts allow it, by all means, it's great to wake up with the full charge or close to full, instead of spending time here at these chargers. There are nice areas, and I'd like to point out this one in Childers and Miriamvale that is actually in the shade. Yeah. Most of them are in the sun, so be prepared. You might have to crank up your aircon in the car or go somewhere else into a shopping center or something.
Well, it's also good for the car that it's in the shade, not just for you.
Yes, doesn't work as hard. It doesn't have to work as hard.
Yeah.
Because these fans in front will kick in to cool down the battery and everything to manage it. So sometimes it becomes even noisy here. All you can hear now is the charger itself, the unit. Yeah. Any special preparations? We haven't had any puncture. I hope we will not before we get home.
Before we get home.
We still have 300 k's to go home, so we didn't need the spare wheel. We didn't need a kit that I carry with me. So it's all perfect. We didn't have a single issue with the car. I'm very grateful. Thank you, Tesla.
Yes, thank you, Elon, and thank you, Tritium, for the chargers and the government. So.
Yes, and thank you, Ergon Energy, for installing them all along the coast. Good locations, I must say, that they chose. Of course, dependent on the availability of power. Please, if you go for your next road trip, we are interested to see what you've been up to. Please share your videos below, or at least pictures. Join us at Tesla Owners and Fans Brisbane for regular updates about renewable energy, solar, wind, geothermal and electric vehicles, of course.
And other stuff that we find useful and related.
Yes. We are now actually close to 20,000 kilometers with this car, and if you are interested in learning more, and if you are ready to purchase your own Tesla Model S, X or Model 3, feel free to use our referral code that I'm posting below this video, and Tesla will give you free 6 months of supercharging for your Tesla.
Until they change it.
Yes, it keeps changing, so there will be a lot of other incentives as well to buy your electric car. Probably about 3,800 kilometers out of 4,000 were done in autopilot, and I cannot be more grateful for this feature of the car. 2,000 k's one way, it's a lot of k's, and on those straight roads where there is nothing in between for all day pretty much, it can be tiring, and credit or kudos to all of you guys who do it in like 1,000 k's in one day. Yeah. Please stop and have a break.
Refresh. And also, like I don't think people in Australia will understand what we complain about 1,000 kilometers or 2,000 kilometers, because they do it like on regular.
Because we come from a country where you travel for 3 hours and you are in a different country with different language and different culture. Yes.
So we're not used to it.
Yeah. Thank you for following this channel. Feel free to subscribe. Click on the bell notification next to subscribe button, so YouTube will send you a notification every time we upload future videos. I hope you enjoy this one, enjoy the drone footage, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Enjoy a road trip in electric cars.